I've decided I'm going to try something a little bit more complicated tonight. I consider it complicated because it calls for a whole bunch of ingredients. It calls for 4 large boneless, skinless chicken breasts, but I'm only making 3 because I know Jamie and Jared are super fussy. Well, especially Jamie, not so much Jared. He'll probably usually eats everything I make. But Jamie, on the other hand, rather than waste a whole chicken breast, I'll just take 1 large chicken breast and cut it in half and divide the 2. 2 cups flour, 4 teaspoons of salt, 4 teaspoons of black pepper, 3 tablespoons ground ginger, 1 tablespoon freshly ground nutmeg, 2 teaspoons ground thyme, 2 teaspoons ground sage, 2 tablespoons paprika, 1 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 4 eggs, 8 tablespoons of water, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 to 4 cloves minced garlic, 1 cup of honey, 1/4 cup soy sauce, low sodium soy sauce is best, not soya, soy. 1 teaspoon ground black pepper. Why do I feel like I already said that? Oh, because one is 1 teaspoon black pepper and the other one is ground black pepper. And canola oil for frying. So yeah, I call it complicated because there's lots of ingredients. And this is called Double Crunch Honey Garlic Chicken Breasts. And it's gonna be one of those recipes where it has to be perfectly timed. So that's why I say it's a little more complicated than what I'm used to doing, but I figured I'd give it a try because it looks delicious. It's from Healthy Delicacies. And I'm going to make rice as a side dish. I haven't decided on the vegetable yet, though. Maybe carrots. Yeah, carrots. So, I'll get the rice on the go. Normally I would have it already started, but I'll get that on the go and get started on the carrots. And then start on the instructions for this recipe. Yeah. Alright, that didn't take very long. Carrots are ready. They're gonna be steamed. I'm gonna start in the rice I haven't started on yet. Maybe I should probably get that started. Because I really don't know how long it's gonna take, really. To do all this. It doesn't really indicate. I mean, it probably does, because I didn't really thoroughly read the instructions. I want to get a lid for the carrots though. Okay. Oh, wrong element. And you'll notice we have a different stove now. We replaced the one that we had with another second-hand stove that's probably just as old as the one we got rid of or the first time, but at least this one works. Well, the other one worked too, but there was smoke coming out from behind, which I think there was a problem with the wiring, and that told me that we should probably get rid of it. So we did. Plus the broiler didn't work, and that was a bummer. So it says to place the chicken breasts between 2 sheets of plastic wrap and using a meat mallet, pound the meat to an even 1/2 inch thickness. Alright. Okay, a meat mallet and some plastic wrap. I don't really know how I'm gonna do this without puncturing the plastic wrap. This is supposed to be like really thick plastic wrap. Ugh. Slimy. Okay, you can't probably see what I'm doing. Stop it! My husband is laughing at me.
No.
No, never. I'm supposed to smash this.
You like smashing things.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
Can you give me more?
No!
Are you busy? You can't see me. I'm not even in screen. They'll be like, who's she trying to bash?
It's a figment of my imagination. Stop!
Okay.
Okay, you say. That's loud.
Happy beating your meat?
It's not working. It's supposed to get squishier, like thinner, and it's not. It's one tough chicken. And you know what? It doesn't even puncture the plastic.
Good tough plastic.
I guess. There's like pokey things on my mallet. And it's not even making any holes in the plastic. It's good that it's not making holes. Why do you go away? I don't even know what the point of this is.
Temporizing, make it flat, cook even. I don't know.
Well, that's gonna have to do. I could be here all day if I wanted to be. Okay, pound the meat to anyone. Alternatively, no, I'm not doing anything alternatively because I already did that. Sift together the flour, salt, black pepper, ground ginger, nutmeg, thyme, sage, paprika, and cayenne pepper. Oh, it says note, this flour and spice dredge mix is sufficient for 2 batches? Seriously? Of this chicken recipe. So divide the batch and store half in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. I always like to make enough for next time. There's always a next time. Well, you know what? I'm not doing that. So I'm just going to cut everything in half then. So instead of 2 cups of flour, I'm going to do 1 cup of flour. Ha! Because I am so busy, I don't know when I'll ever have time to do this again. Whatever. I'll be unbusy one day. Okay. Do you hear the rice? Oh, I guess you could see it. Totally forgot I had my secondary camera set up. Yeah. Where's my recipe? Oh. Salt. 4 teaspoons of salt, so that's 2 teaspoons of salt since I'm only doing. Uh-oh. I'm just about out. This is pretty empty. Ow! Something. I burned my foot. This rice that's boiling just spat a little drop of hot water right on my bare naked foot. Maybe I should have socks on when I'm cooking. It's the first time I've ever done a show without any socks on my feet. See what happens? Did you see what I just did there? And I guess you're too far away. But I got salt. You know what? I'm just doing this because I'm getting it everywhere anyway. And we're gonna say But that's empty. That was 1 teaspoon, sort of. And now we want another one of those. There we go. 2 teaspoons of salt. I keep forgetting that I put my recipe over there and I'm like, where is my recipe? Pepper. 4 teaspoons of black pepper. So 2 teaspoons, actually. 1, 2. That's a lot of pepper. And I'm going to turn my rice off and find a lid for it. Let it sit there. Excuse me, I hiccuped. Okay. Ground ginger. 3 tablespoons. So that'd be like 1.5. Doesn't fit. That was like 1.25. There we go. 1.5. Ginger. Nutmeg. How much? Oh, now I want to sneeze. So they... 1 tablespoon freshly ground nutmeg. There goes my recipe. Ugh. I have to sneeze. I'll be back. I have to go with sneeze and stuff. Okay, I didn't sneeze. I just blew my nose. And now I'm all congested. I must have inhaled something here. Like maybe the pepper. Anyway, where was I? Oh crap. I don't remember where I was. I don't want to add something I've already put in. Okay, so I put in the flour, the salt, the pepper, the ginger. Oh no. The nutmeg? Well, let's hope I didn't already add that. I'm not even tired, so I don't know what my problem is. I'm obviously distracted. Right, I was on the nutmeg. 1 tablespoon freshly ground nutmeg, because I don't have fresh. So it'll be half a tablespoon. There we go. And then thyme. 2 teaspoons of thyme. So that's 1 teaspoon. Alright. And then I've never seen so many like different spices in one recipe before. And sage. 2 teaspoons of sage. So that would be 1 teaspoon. It's going to be interesting to see what this tastes like. Lots of different seasonings. Paprika. 2 tablespoons, so 1 tablespoon of paprika. I don't know why I keep trying to fit it in there. I know I've said in the past that you shouldn't measure out your ingredients over top of the bowl that they're going into, because if you over pour, you can end up with a disaster. So I don't even know why I'm not taking my own advice. And cayenne. I don't like hot stuff, so I'm tempted not to put it in, but it calls for 1 teaspoon, so half of 1 teaspoon shouldn't be bad. I should be able to handle it, I hope. I do not like spicy stuff at all. 0. I don't even put pepper on my food. That's why I'm surprised that I put all this pepper in there. We only want half, right? There. There we go. A little bit of cayenne. Remember that one time that I almost put cayenne in a recipe and I think I was looking for cinnamon? Good thing I caught myself. Okay, so now what? Sift together. Here's my sifter. A lot of different spices. I don't like the smell of it. Uh-oh. I'm gonna sneeze again. I keep
taking a lot out of you, eh?
yes, I'm so congested and my nose is plugged and I keep having to blow it.
Oh.
I've never put this much spices in one recipe before in my life. What are you doing?
Why you only got half on you and the other half on the window?
Because I am a terrible photographer. No, don't you move it! Don't you move it! I have a reason for having it that way.
Alright.
Mr. Engineer, I have to fix everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Can you close the door, please? Thank you. Make an egg wash by whisking together the eggs and water. Alright, so it calls for... Alright, I'm gonna do... Oh! Okay, it calls for 4 eggs. Now, I'm gonna do all 4 eggs because it was saying that the spices is what you're supposed to do half of. Well, not half. I just dumped my eggshells into my bowl. But anyway, what was that saying? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do all of the eggs because it was just talking about the spice dredge. You know, to store half of it away. I don't think it was referring to any of the other ingredients, so yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay. Alright. And it calls for 8 tablespoons of water, which I pre-measured out. Now I'm going to whisk this together. Whisk together, whisk together. See? Okay. Now I'm supposed to season the chicken breasts with salt and pepper. Ew. Okay. Doesn't look very appetizing. Okay, so I'll take these and so it says season with salt and pepper. I'm wondering if it's talking about like the ground black pepper. Just about. Doesn't matter what I just about did. Now I don't know what did I do? Oh, I'm losing it. Totally losing it. Okay, season with the salt. And then with the pepper. I'm assuming it's the ground pepper. If not, too late. And I'm assuming it means both sides. And if not, that doesn't make sense. So I'm doing both sides. I'm gonna have to wash this after because I touched it with my raw, I was gonna say with my raw fingers. After touching the raw chicken breast, I touched this stuff, so I'm gonna have to wash it. I don't want no cross-contamination going on here later on. Okay, so season the chicken breast with salt and pepper, then dip the meat in the flour and spice mixture. Then dip the breast into the egg wash. And then a final time into the flour and spice mixture, pressing the mix into the meat to get good contact. Okay, I'm gonna read the rest. Sorry. It's very spicy here. Like, I think the spices are floating in the air. Because I feel like they're in my nose and in my eyes and in my throat. Yeah. Anyway, it says, heat a skillet on the stove with about 1/2 inch of canola oil covering the bottom. Alright. 1/2 inch. Okay, and that's about 1/2 inch. And you will want to carefully regulate, this is what scares me. You will want to carefully regulate the temperature here so that the chicken does not brown too quickly. The thinness of the breast meat, now we know why we pound it, practically guarantees that it will be fully cooked by the time the outside is browned. I find just below medium heat works well. So I use a burner setting of about 4.5 out of 10 on the dial. Alright, I can get that. Well, I don't have a 10, I have it goes to 8 and then max, so I'll put it at 4.5 as well. And I fry them gently for about 4 or 5 minutes per side until golden brown and crispy. Drain on a wire rack for a couple of minutes before dipping the cooked breasts into the honey garlic sauce and then serve with noodles or rice. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna wash my hands. Why? Why would I wash my hands? I'm gonna get them gooky again. Let's just turn on this back element here on the 4.5. Hope it's the right temperature. I just want this to go well. I really do. Carrots are cooking. I'm gonna test a carrot, see how it's coming. Holy Toledo, it's already 6 o'clock. We should be eating already. This actually hasn't taken me that long, to be honest with you. Okay, these are pretty hard still. Which is good, because by the time we're finished everything else, they should be ready. Oh yeah. Oh, so very crunchy. Oh, they're sweet. So I don't know how long that's going to take to heat up. How many times am I going to pull the paper towel out and obscure the vision on this other camera? I've done that before. Okay, anyway, so while that's heating up, it's telling me to make the honey garlic sauce, I need a medium saucepan. So I'll get that. Medium saucepan. Well, if I'm going to be squished in a corner, I guess I shouldn't be upset about hitting utensils on the wall. So with the way I've got the other camera set up, you can't really see what's going on over here. Ow! That burned me. So I don't know how long that's going to take. But anyway, so it's telling me to make the honey garlic sauce in a medium saucepan, add the 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I don't like what it says. It's telling me that in a medium saucepan, add the 2 tablespoons of olive oil and minced garlic. Then cook over medium heat to soften the garlic, but don't let it brown. Add the honey, soy sauce, and black pepper. Simmer together for 5 to 10 minutes, then remove from the heat and allow to cool for a few minutes. Watch this carefully as it simmers because it can foam up over the pot very easily. And that makes me nervous because if I'm trying to fry my meat in the other pan, I'm going to be watching that instead of that, and then that's when trouble happens for me. drain. Okay, so after I don't know, I'm not very good at multitasking in the kitchen. Drain on a wire rack for a couple of minutes before dipping the cooked breasts into the honey garlic sauce. Well, maybe I'll do that first, then do the honey garlic sauce, rather than try to do it both at the same time. In the meantime, I'll get a wire rack. Okay, that's getting hot, I can tell. Alright, here we go. I'm so nervous. I want this to just turn out good. Okay, so I'm supposed to dip the meat in the flour and spice mixture. Oh boy. Should have got a bigger bowl for this. Oh, poof! Okay, it's done. Dip the meat into the egg wash. And then a final time in the flour mixture. Should have been a bigger bowl. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh, nope, it's not hot enough. It's not even going like I expected it to. Maybe I need it on medium heat instead. No, well, that didn't go the way I expected it to. Back into the egg mixture, which appears to be too much, or maybe not. Yeah, it's supposed to be for 4 pieces, so I guess it is a little too much. I don't like wasting stuff if I can avoid it. Okay, well, it's not gonna go, but maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, even this half amount of seasoning was too much. Like even if I had 4 chicken breasts like I'm supposed to have, way too much. And way too much like egg mixture, like this is like overkill. Even if I had, like I said, 4 chicken breasts, this would have been way too much. This is like for 6, I swear. Alright, now I'm going to wash this goop from my hands. But I don't think it's warm enough. So I think that I am going to start on that garlic sauce. Because that's just like... Well, maybe I'll turn it back down to 4.5 because once it starts to heat up, it might... I don't know. I don't trust it. Let's just say that. Alright, in a medium saucepan, add the 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to put it in here. Okay, done. And minced garlic. I'm going to turn that up to medium. or 5. Cook over medium heat to soften the garlic, but don't let it brown. Alright. Let's do that. Oh, wrong side. Let's do this. We want the middle burner for that. Okay, my carrots are done. Okay. Now, says don't let it brown, so that's why I took it off. I don't want it to brown, so it didn't brown. Now I need to add the honey. Need a knife. Okay, good enough, because that's gonna melt with that garlic in there. So I'm supposed to add the 2. I'm gonna add the honey, soy sauce, and black pepper. Soy sauce. How much? 1/4 cup. Oh crap! I think I got rid of my 1/4 cup when I was cleaning up. Yep, I totally did. That's a lot of soy sauce. Simmer together for 5 to 10 minutes. Hope it thickens. Oh, I forgot the black pepper. It's saying 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I don't even know how much that is without measuring it, so hopefully that's enough. I don't really like spicy foods anyway. Hey Bear, you want a carrot? So we simmer together for 5 to 10 minutes, remove from heat, and allow to cool for a few minutes. Watch this carefully. Okay. Alright, I think I'll be okay. I think I'll be fine. I just have to wait for the chicken to get done. Woo! Don't splash. Dangerous. But I prefer this glass top
over the elements that I was using any day. I'm not going to be able to tell when these are done because we got off to such a slow start. Because I know that she was saying here that she uses a burner setting of 4.5 out of 10 on the dial, and then she fries them gently for about 4 or 5 minutes. But it's already been 10 minutes total, and I'm not thinking that they're done. I just don't trust it. So I'm going to keep them in there for just a little bit longer while my honey garlic sauce is not thickening. Maybe it's not supposed to thicken. We're supposed to, it says that I'm supposed to dip it? Because I thought I could just pour it over top, right? I mean, who says I can't pour it, like stick it in a baking dish and then pour it over top and let it marinate before we serve it? I don't know. Who says I can't? Well, I'm going to let it simmer for 5 more minutes and then test the chicken and see if it's ready, and then taste test time.
There's an oven baked version too on here, by the way. Maybe next time I'll try that. We'll see. See how it goes. Okay, I think that they're ready. I hope so. We'll find out. We'll put them on this drip dry rack here. Drip dry rack. Let's turn this off.
And move this over here for now. Take this. Take it here. Move these bibbits. I hope they're ready. I don't know. I'm a little nervous because they're not that thin. Right? I don't know. I'm going to take a knife and take a look. See. I'm not convinced. Let's check her out. Let me see. I'm going to split one between Jamie and Jared. So let's split the biggest one. Let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, that looks done. It's not pink anymore. I think it's done. I guess. So that's what I'm going to do.
I think I'm going to take that, let it drip dry on here for a bit, and then I'm going to marinate it in the sauce and serve it that way, rather than make it a dipping sauce. That's what I'm going to do. Okay.
Okay, we'll let that sit for a bit. Alright, I think that's been long enough.
Now I'm gonna pour that sauce over the top. Rather than make it a dipping sauce. That looks good. But we know looks can be deceiving. Ta-da! That actually looks pretty good. Alright. Let's see what the family thinks.
Which one's my fork? Jimmy, you
The little one.
Oh, whatever one you want. Okay, Daddy.
Ooh. Crunchy. Outer
Yes.
Core.
It's double crunch honey garlic chicken breasts.
Oh, very good.
Really? What would you give it?
8.
Okay. Jared?
Yeah. Why not Jimmy? No, Jared.
Me. Sorry, I hit your head. This house is such a mess. We got so much. We're purging
Soy
right
sauce.
now. That's why the house is such a mess. Getting rid of stuff, selling, boxing stuff up.
Does it taste good, Daddy?
Daddy gave it an 8.
Yeah, that's good.
Nine out of 10.
Pardon me? Did you say a 9 out of 10? I know that coming from you, that's a compliment.
I'm surprised Daddy doesn't.
That it wasn't.
Nice everything
You were expecting a higher score.
from Daddy. My head hurts.
Take a bite, please.
My head hurts, though. Take good. Try it. How's it taste? It tastes good. I give it, I don't know. A 5 out of 6.
You mean a 5 out of 10?
Yeah.
Why? We're making it again. You can suffer.
No, I don't
Here you
want, no.
Because that sucks for you.
No, but Mom, if you make it again, can I
It's
not
on.
have any?
I didn't turn it off.
Okay. Try
Well,
out food.
if I like it, then we'll make it again.
Yeah, this little
But
brat
then-
can't say
but
anything.
then-
Be quiet,
But
Jamie.
then, I'm not gonna eat it
Show your
because
face.
Why'd you get a 5 then? You give it a 2 or give it a 0. You never score, like, honestly.
You
You
lie.
don't like it.
I don't.
Yeah.
Just say it. If you don't like it, it's not a big deal. You don't like anything, so it's not
Well,
gonna make it.
I do too like
No, you
stuff.
How's it
Dad?
taste? There.
She likes it. I think.
I don't really like it.
Wow, guess what? Well, no, we're making it
I
again now, so I'm
told you.
starving myself and we're not eating anymore.
I'll give it a 5.
Like